Alrighty, traders, let's jump into the daily recap here on Monday, July 10th, 2023. Let's take a look at the markets and how we finished the day. Markets actually finished up a tad, so SPY here jumping up 0.25%, a little over $1.11 here, as it just continues to work along this trend line that we have established since back in mid-May. So we've been up, we've broken through this level here, might be forming a double top, but who knows? It didn't break back down through this trend line. So it's really still holding in there, still above the 21, still PSAR bullish, still above the 50 EMA. You know, there's nothing to do right now except watch and see how the market reacts. Now, MACD is below the zero line and moving negative on the histogram part. So histogram selling off as we move down, and stochastic momentum is heading down. So momentum is definitely on the down mode on the daily. If you look over on the weekly, though, you've got still stochastic momentum to the upside, and you're firing this week. You're firing positive on the MACD. So on the weekly, it says we're going higher. You've got everything stacked up here according to all of the bullish indicators. So we'll see where we go. We got the weekly saying we go higher. We got the daily saying maybe we pull back a bit, but maybe that was it. So we'll see what happens. Did we double top here on the daily, or is that just a pullback, little bounce off resistance, and we head back up here? But nothing exciting happens until we break 44.44. And nothing bad happens really until I think we break this 430 level. So somewhere between 430 and 44.44 is where we are. One of those is going to break. We'll see which one goes. In the meantime, we just keep collecting theta. Taking a look at the Qs, pretty much the same exact setup here on the daily. You've got this double top that's holding strong here. We'll extend it out a couple more days. But you know, we finished basically flat, even though we sold off early, and we came back to finish the day mildly up at most. But you've still got that same maybe resistance area in here. I don't even like this area to be honest with you. It doesn't give me a whole lot of excitement. I think you've maybe got some support right along this particular line in here. So I'll color this blue for support. And we'll see what happens. So NASDAQ just right in that range as well, still in its uptrend that we've established. Nothing changes any of that scenario right now. And on the weekly, you're just moving higher with the MACD, with RSI, and with the stochastic momentum. And on the daily, it's all heading lower. So see what happens there. And then on the IWM, all kinds of lines all over the place here. Had a solid day on IWM. So the small caps here, the Russell, that had the best day of them all. Moved all the way up to this downtrend line here that we have. We've been in this tight triangle, symmetrical triangle here. If we get a breakthrough to the upside, then I think we've got lots of room to move up all the way at least to the 191, and then who knows, maybe look to all-time highs here. PSAR is bullish. MACD has reversed bullish. Stochastic momentum, these little hooks where it doesn't go all the way to oversold, these can really be good up legs here. So if we get any follow through, I think Russell IWM has room to run, and the weeklies are solid. So you can already see the curl is moving up here, MACD moving higher, RSI moving higher. Nothing's telling me that we're pulling back on that at all. So there's where we are on that. Let's take a quick look at some of the futures trades that we have on our futures areas. Oil on the weekly, still trying to get a little bit of a reversal going here. Oil coming off of oversold levels on the weekly. Still in a downtrend, though. And here you can see we ran up to this downtrend line today. We did not break through. We failed at it, came back a bit. However, MACD still marching positive. You've got it breaking the 0 line on the MACD, which could be a really good sign. Heading into overbought territory, but we can still run up. But oil has had a really solid run after bouncing off of this really support level in here. I wouldn't be surprised if we pull back into the low 70s, 71, 72 area, and then make some new highs. So oil looks good on the daily, and you've got a PSAR reversal signal here that happened last Friday. So oil looking good on the daily, potentially looking good on the weekly as well. So oil all good. And then gold here is trying to break sideways through. So you can either break above or you can just move sideways and break that downtrend line. Either way works. We'll see what happens. Maybe we need to fuss with it a bit, but could be getting some decent movement here as we break the downtrend line. You do have a PSAR bullish signal for 4 sessions. MACD popping positive here. Stochastic momentum showing up. So solid daily movement there. The weekly is a bit weaker here. So we're looking at momentum coming out of the market on the weekly, but the daily solid. So maybe get a little pop, and then maybe we continue this downtrend. Who knows where we are, but right now that's what was looking at. So a lot of mixed signals. And then bonds, I want to take a look at bonds because this is where I'm seeing some trade opportunities. Looking at the weekly here, obviously we've been in this solid downtrend line for quite some time, trying to maybe base out down here. You do have a PSAR bullish trend or bullish signal that we've been in for several weeks now, a couple months, since really back in December. So we're on the monthly. Let's jump back to the weekly here and take a look. So you've got, you've actually got it a bearish PSAR signal here on the weekly, even though the monthly is positive because we've been moving up since December, as we just looked at. Will this little support area hold? It did today. We came down, came very close to it, finished the day higher on bonds. We are definitely in an oversold weekly and an oversold daily. MACD still pointing down. RSI might be starting to hook up a little bit like that. Let's see where we are. If the Fed's going to raise 1, maybe 2 more times, that would mean that we're almost at a high on interest rates, which means bonds are at pretty much their lowest level that they're going to get to here over the next month or two. I'm starting to really want to get bullish bonds. One way to do that is TLT. So in TLT, we're going to start to nibble in here. I let it go today, even though I thought about getting in today. Let's see what the next day or two holds when the CPI comes out this week. But I really think getting long some TLT here is not the worst thing in the world. Still in a downtrend. Hate to buy when we're in a downtrend. Don't want to call a bottom on anything because it's not telling me we're at the bottom yet, but we're getting pretty doggone close. In my opinion, we're almost at the 3 ATR on the daily, and then we're at this support level on the weekly, and we'll see what happens. Obviously, this uptrend line has been broken, so we just continue to be in this downtrend, and nothing says we're moving higher yet, but we'll see. But I think TLT is where I want to start nibbling, and if you want to go triple leveraged, you go into the TMF here and potentially get long on the TMF. So that's what we're looking to do in the account today. Most of the big boys sold off today. You had Amazon down 2%. We had Apple down 1% today. We had Microsoft down 1.5%. Meta was the really the exception there. It was up fractionally, up 1%. You had Google taking a 2.5% hit today. NVIDIA down and Tesla down. So all of those, except for Meta, down on the day. Meta with its threads, momentum here. I really don't think that thing's going to last. But you can see currently it's getting a little bit of a pump from that, but it is really tight in this range. So we'll see what happens. Are we going to make the move to the upside? We're going to make the move to the downside. but you're in this ascending, triangle here, and we'll see what happens with Meta. And then Amazon tried to break below this previous support level here. It did rally, but it missed it by a fraction. Had a PSAR reversal signal here today, so looking a little bearish short term on Amazon. And also you've got MACD, stochastic momentum, turning over here on the weekly, and you've already got the PSAR signal today and MACD and stochastic momentum heading lower. So could see Amazon drop. It's holding the 21 EMA. We'll see if it holds it tomorrow. If not, maybe we come back down in here and either test this uptrend line or the 50. So Amazon looking a bit bearish for us today. Let's jump into our trading account and take a look at where we are on the day today. When we take a look at the trades or the portfolio setup on the deltas, we're at 229 positive delta today, which is a 0.08, still very low, still as close to delta neutral as we want to get. For now, I don't really need to be negative. I'm fine with a little positive delta, and this is a very little positive delta. Theta still hanging in there, 765, good theta, 0.27. Would like to see it up a little bit. We did add some trades today to give us some theta. We'll see how that shakes out tomorrow. We had pretty much a flat net lick day today, 282,716 at the end of the day. So really no movement in our net lick. BP usage dropped a fraction today, still at 57, still too high. We're going to move some trades off here tomorrow to knock that BP percentage down as things start to look a little bit indecisive on me. But we did bring in $469 in realized gains today. That takes us to $3,620 up for the month already in the first 10 days, which is only really the first 4 trading sessions of the month. We're up $3,600, which is a little over 1.3%, and net lick is up almost $4,000. But I'm really more excited about the monthly realized. We're nearly halfway to our goal, and it's only the 10th. And where did we get $469 today? Take a quick look at where we are on those. We actually took off the naked put here on a ZS, or a soybean futures 112 trade that we put on back on 5/30. We actually closed the naked puts out today, so I'm going to book the profits on those here. This is what I'm going to start doing going forward. I'm going to book the profit on the entire 112 as soon as I close those naked puts. And I'm going to leave in my spreadsheet, I'm going to leave this thing running with just the put debit spread here. I've taken off all of the buying power, all of the cost. So we have a free put debit spread running in this account right now. We can add to it when that expires, if it expires, or we close that for any kind of a profit. We'll add that as a separate profitable trade. But right now, 96% winner on the ZS soybeans 112. We'll take that for the day, close that out, and having a good month so far. Again, up to 36.19, 8 winners. Nice month so far. There's where we are. If you like this content, you like seeing the trades that I'm putting out, if this is helpful to you, go ahead and click that like button. Would appreciate it. Please go ahead and subscribe if you're new and want to see what we're doing. Click the notification bell so you know what I'm doing as I post on a daily basis here, trying to help you guys manage these markets. We're going to spend some time coming up on some hedges, some other things in the account. So there's where we are today. So overall, good days as we move forward. All right. You guys have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your trading, and we'll see you guys tomorrow in the platform. Thank you. Bye-bye.